ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. Been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. I've been on a job, trying to take it far. I need that ROI, shit I done paid the cost. I'm all in on me, lil' baby she agree, she really been here through the fall. She the only thing I need. I wanna be free, I know that they want me for my ideas so they can line their pockets. Don't hit me to tell me that you give a fuck about me. You don't even know nothing about me, tryna force me on your timeline. You know you need to stop it, I live for more than attention. Might not be your trending topic, put my worth in analytics. I admit that took a toll, I got addicted to scrolling. We know well that get toxic, I got caught comparing me to people I don't even know. They say it's lonely at the top, well maybe then I'll focus on things that's more important and let whoever think whatever and just keep it moving. These niggas won't work on themselves, they'd rather see you losing. You'll never see me losing.
Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me. Want you to grow with me. Want you to grow with me.
Woo! Woo! Look, I just been keeping my poise. Made by the million, but still unemployed. They text me about green, but not on Android. She not my shawty, she filling the void. I make the sounds that cut through the noise. He think he a man, but he chillin' with boys. Put down the liquor, start drinking LaCroix. The pain wasn't choice, but now I rejoice. My uncle had told me that I was the one. I played the shit smart, now my bragging and dumb. Lil' shawty had hit me, said she wanna come. Her dresses is black, but she not a nun. I'm so Pasadena, cause that's where I'm from. Some bangers, some hoes, some niggas with guns. They scheming for riches, they playing it numb. I'm second, I wins cause I'm second to none. Nigga, look, what the fuck you think I do it for? Do it for, ayy, looking in the mirror. You the go, ayy, I've been out here grinding 24, 24. So nigga in the mirror, you the go, ayy, what the fuck you think I do it for? Do it for, ayy, looking in the mirror. You the go, ayy, I've been out here grinding 24, 24. So nigga in the mirror, you the go. I ain't had to get snooze in a minute. Got the bag, then I took it independent. Model 3, you know it's not rented. Authentic, every vibe is cemented. Fresh J's, now we jumping out the ceiling. Tough times made a diamond out of feelings. All facts, they can't question what I'm dealing. Fuck our house, we must focus on the building. Just some love and now I'm feeling so prolific. Hustle loud, much you niggas don't get it. Seen the highs and the lows, it's terrific. It's a job to hate, that's why I love the critics. Self-made, I ain't gotta ask permission. Turn my pain into fire, no ignition. Only when the money talk, when I listen. I put the city on my back and niggas dissing, huh? Look, what the fuck you think I do it for? Do it for, ayy, looking in the mirror. You the go, ayy, I've been out here grinding 24, 24. So nigga in the mirror, you the go, ayy, what the fuck you think I do it for? Do it for, ayy, looking in the mirror. You the go, ayy, I've been out here grinding 24, 24. So nigga in the mirror, you the go. I'm out here, two steps, to the right, to the right, to the left. I got real niggas in here. Everybody put your fingers in the air. I'm out here, two steps, to the right, to the right, to the left. I got real niggas California nigga, I'm amazing, I'm blazing, it's crazy. Some niggas really hate him, can't bait him or fade him. The focus kinda crazy, the grind is never lazy. Nigga, what you say? I'm a California nigga, I'm amazing, I'm blazing, it's crazy. Some niggas really hate him, can't bait him or fade him. The focus kinda crazy.
All right. Anyways, since that wants to malfunction, I ain't got no money. You see what I'm fucking with, okay? So everything I'm reporting is secondhand. If you want some money, go after the news outlets, and they're gonna have a fun time with you. But I digress. This is all my opinions and what the hell happened, okay? So let's go with the opener, please.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10.
Okay, hey, how y'all doing? It's me. Let me go ahead and check something real quick. Okay, yes, it's still going. All right, so let's go ahead and say hello to y'all.
Hello. It's me. Hello.
And so, first of all, yes, I am aware that one of the senators has passed away. How do I feel? I feel no ways. I feel the same way I felt when they lost the loudmouth with the big forehead, okay? I'm sorry, but if you trying to harm me or anybody, really, I really don't have any patience for you. So, goodbye. That's all you're going to get out of me. I'm not reporting on his ass. Goodbye. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into this first story because I think y'all already know I'm not very easily swayed. I'm not a stan, is what I'm trying to say. So check this out. They say I sold out. Jay-Z challenges Target partnership critics in Yankee Stadium freestyle. I really do think you sold out. I'm sorry, but you sold out. We sitting up here trying to teach Target a lesson. Here your ass go. Like we gonna follow you like some little sheep. Well, some did. Listen, Jay-Z just linked up with Target, freestyled at Yankee Stadium, and expected the culture to stand up and applaud. And look, half of us did. The other half pulled up the receipts. I got receipts. This is the same Hove who shook hands with the NFL while Colin Kaepernick was still waiting by the phone. The same man who turned Tidal into a billionaire's playlist. Oh yeah, I remember Tidal. And called it a revolution. Now he's walking into Target, the same Target that pulled back on DEI commitments when the pressure came, and we're supposed to celebrate because he's freestyled? Dude, I'm not even your fan. I'm a Nas fan. Shit. The bars were cold. We'll give him that. 56 years old, Yankee Stadium freestyle, still intact. The pen never left. The principles, that's where people start squinting. Hey, Joker. Here's the real conversation. When you build $1 billion campaign from Marcy projects, you earn the right to make power moves. The question the culture keeps asking is who those power moves serve. Does Jay-Z at the Target table mean black businesses get shelf space? Black creatives get contracts. Huh? Do we? Black consumers get something beyond a limited edition drop and a cool commercial? Because if the deal just puts the Rock logo next to the bullseye and calls it a representation, the culture deserves to say, we've seen this shit before. Hove is a legend, I guess. Legends get held in a higher standard. That's a tax on greatness, okay? Because y'all get on my goddamn nerves. That's all I got to say about that. Because we going to keep going. I had to revamp that shit because my script, I'm using a new script writer. I'm using Aisha, which is a black-owned, black-focused AI. So when you hear me, if I'm not disagreeing, that's probably why. Because, you know, all them stipulations with the other AI be pissing me off. Hold on, let me check something. Elsewhere. I'll find it elsewhere. Okay, so anyways, let's keep on moving. Oh, wait. Says he has Mitch McConnell has been moved from a hospital to a rehabilitation center. I don't care if he's still alive or not. The motherfucker can't. He should have retired a while ago. Okay, the man is Methuselah. At this point, that's all I see is Methuselah. Get his ass away. But anyways, that's it for that story. I'm sorry I had it up so long. I'm trying to get associated and adjusted here. But first thing I'm gonna do is, if you like what I'm doing, if you don't like what I'm doing, and you have a suggestion only, hit me up in the comments. If you just want to waste my time, you can go somewhere. I ain't got time for that shit, okay? I'm just going to drag your ass, delete your name, and you ain't going to hear about this shit unless you know who the hell you are, okay? So anyways, here go my commercial. Please like, share, and subscribe, because I'm trying to build a community here. There you go. All right, I'll be right back. Here go my commercial.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
All right, we back. Crump, Sharpton, demand answers in Nolan Wells case. Wait a minute. This is not the right story. I wanted another story because I swear I hate when this shit happens. I had another story before this because we talking about the phone. I can't believe I didn't get that one up here. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna pull it up because this is the phone. They found the phone and the mama got something to say. I had a video too, but that thing was 10 hours. That thing was 10 minutes long. I didn't have that time. I don't want to be here that long. Phone. I gotta put phone. Where is that? No, not phone. Well, I don't know what that is. Phone. Okay. There it is. There it is. That's the story right there. So I'm going to pull this up so y'all can see the picture. I got my script. I just want y'all to see this story, okay? That can't be Wells. Nolan Wells' mother reveals what she found on his phone. All right. So we have an update on the Nolan Wells case, and his mama just blew the lid off this thing. I meant what I said. Nolan Wells' mother went through his phone, and what she found has completely shifted the conversation. Now, for those just tuning in, this case already had people shaking their heads. Now, with this new information coming directly from his own mother, the layers on this story just got deeper. Let's be clear. When a mother goes public with what she found on her child's phone, she's not playing games. Mothers do not press release for fun unless you are a sick fuck. She found something significant enough to share with the world, and that tells you everything about where this investigation needs to go. The details she revealed are raising serious questions about what really happened and who actually knew what. The kind of questions that make you put your phone down and say, wait, what? This case keeps evolving, and we will keep you bringing you updates as they come, because the truth has a way of surfacing, and apparently sometimes it surfaces right there in messages. Stay locked in. This story is far from over, but let me I didn't say shit for the thing, so let me go ahead. I told you it's a new script. That's the family. Let's see here now. The phone was picked up by the family. They tracked it via Life 360, okay? It wasn't even 24 hours, which is how long videos and pictures stay in Snapchat. And I was just like, can't be. So when he finally got his phone, me and my sister went through the phone. We went into his Snapchat. He had 2 accounts. Absolutely nothing. Ain't no damn way. You know, I got 2 accounts. I still don't know what one of them is, and I still got shit in it. Christine went on to explain that Nolan used the app consistently when he goes and he's having fun, like he does videos. She said, and there was absolutely nothing. Even my sister was like, "That's suspicious." Okay, we got something sniffing here. And then they said Crump also told GMA that a video exists of Nolan telling someone, "Give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing?" I think it was something else, but you know what I'm saying. So that's what they found. If you haven't heard, I'm not going to sit up here and give you half. So that's that story. We're going to keep moving because believe me, it ain't over. Give me a second here. I got to move the story around now because if we have time, I have some fashion to drag. But other than that, let's keep going to the next story because it's pretty much the same thing. We are just Nolan heavy tonight. There's so many stories about Nolan going on, but we're going to get into some other stuff too because some other shit went down and somebody else. We done lost another young man. So I'm going to tell you all about that in just a second. Give me a minute so I can get this up here. All right, so give me a second. Crump, Sharpton demand answers in Nolan Wells case. It's about damn time. I saw them all talk, but I'm gonna tell you about this. Okay, so you know it's just got real when Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton pull up together demanding answers. That's not a press conference. That's a warning. And if the dearly departed Reverend Jesse Jackson was around, he probably would have pulled up too. I feel in my heart he would have pulled up. When these two walk into a room together, somebody in a suit somewhere starts sweating through their shirt. They didn't come to chat. They didn't come to negotiate. They came with receipts, cameras, and absolutely zero patience for the runaround. Crump and Sharpton are now demanding answers in the Nolan Wells case. And if you've been following this story, you already know this case has more twists than a Sunday sermon. We just told you his own mother found something on his phone that shifted everything. Now, the two heaviest hitters in the civil rights accountability just stepped onto the field. That means somebody isn't talking who should be talking. That means the official story has some gaps, wide enough to drive a bus through. And that means the pressure just went from simmer to full boil. Crump doesn't lose sleep. Sharpton doesn't show up for nothing. When both of them demand answers simultaneously, you better believe answers are coming when somebody wants to give them or not. Nolan Wells deserves justice. His family deserves the truth. And the people responsible deserve exactly what Crump and Sharpton specialize in delivering. The heat is on. All I got to tell y'all is I watched the thing. They ready, okay? They got every color on the board fighting for this, all right? That's all I got to say. They said the phone, I heard videos of it, basically him trying to get his phone back, sound like a fight, all of this stuff. I've been paying attention. That's all I got to say. So we going to continue. Oh, shit. My finger on the thing. Sorry. I got two systems. I keep forgetting that. Let's keep moving because, like I said, this is very Nolan heavy. Not too low Nolan heavy. So Jack and Jill of America, I ain't never heard of these people, issues urgent call to action for Black families following Nolan Wells' tragic death. So let's talk about that. I know these cats don't expect me to pet them right now. All right, so give me a second. My throat is closing the hell up. You can tell I actually don't talk a whole lot when I'm by myself. That's a good thing, I think. Yeah, I got a ginger ale. All right. So Jack and Jill of America just raised their hand and said enough. The organization just issued an urgent call to action, and when Jack and Jill speaks, the Black community listens. I ain't never heard of these people. Because these are not people who panic. These are people who organize. For those who don't know, like me, Jack and Jill of America has been building, protecting, and investing in Black children and Black families since 1938. I wish somebody had told me about this. Nearly 90 years of showing up. So when they send out an urgent call to action, that word urgent carries real weight. This is not a newsletter. This is a mobilization. I'm ready to mobilize. I love good trouble. The call speaks directly to the moment Black families find themselves in right now. A climate where hold on, let me see. Sounds like you might need allergy meds, maybe. Girl, probably. Shoot, I got my little air purifier. At least my nose isn't closing up because these cats, they be fucking me up. With the fur, I got to have an air purifier. I was stuffed up and I couldn't figure out why. Anyways, the call speaks directly to the moment Black families find themselves in right now. A climate where Black children's future, education, and safety face real threats from policy decisions happening at the highest level. Jack and Jill looked at the landscape and decided that silence was not an option. They called on their members, their chapters, and their community to move with purpose and move now. The kind of organized generational power is exactly what this moment requires. Here's the thing about Jack and Jill. They play along the game. They think about the children sitting in the classroom today and the leaders those children become tomorrow. That's not reaction. That's a legacy work. When the elders sound the alarm, you best answer. So they done answered. They sounded the alarm, and I'm ready. I'm ready. Shit, I told y'all. I'll teach homeschool. Fuck it. I ain't got a problem. I done went overseas and done it. Might as well do it for the community. Moving on. Now, this is a new one, unfortunately. Friends left Jay Jackson behind. Police say he died by, you see the word. All right, so this one hits different. This one we can handle with care. Jay Jackson's friends left him behind, and according to police, he died by self-deletion. Let that sit for a second, because behind every headline like this is a real person, a real family, and a real community now carrying the weight they never asked for. I had a friend try to off himself in front of me. I know what the fuck it is. It's horrifying shit. You worry for that motherfucker, especially if they refuse to sit down and rest and demand to be going around in public at that date. I broke a whole damn box spring, knocking that motherfucker down as he cut himself in front of me. I was like, oh, hell no. I put pressure on his hand. I was like, you ain't going nowhere till this stops. Then he cried his ass off and went on somewhere. God bless him. Unfortunately, I wasn't there to stop him the second time. Fuck. Yeah, that's going to stay with me for the rest of my life. That's why I tattooed his name on my shoulder. Anyways, behind, like I said, that the details emerging around this case raise serious questions. Friends left, he stayed, and the outcome, see, this is the one that's fucking me up. Why would you leave? But the outcome became one that nobody should ever have to report on. Whether you take the official ruling at face value or you're asking deeper questions, I am. And in our community, we are always asking deeper questions. This story deserves full attention. Black men and mental health sit at one of the most under-discussed intersections in our community. We pour into everybody else. We show up for everybody else. And sometimes the people who need the most support get left behind, literally and figurative. I give up. Anyways, I wanted to just say it's not just black men, it's also black women. Because for some reason, they try to raise us like men. Anyways, Jay Jackson deserved better. His family deserves, figuratively, I said it right. His family deserves answers, and our community deserves an honest conversation about what we do when one of ours is struggling. If you or somebody you know is carrying something too heavy, give me a second. I'm on the wrong goddamn screen. I told y'all, this is ridiculous. It's always a struggle with me. I need to find a lick. I need to find a new job because seriously, my finances are going down a little too fast. So if anybody knows about a work from home online gig or something that's close in the Worcester County, let me know. Because shit, this money stretching thing ain't helping. Anyways, if you or someone you know is carrying something too heavy or to hold alone, please reach out to the self-deletion and crisis line at 988. You matter. Full stop. That's all you need to know. Okay, you matter. Okay, so we need we got to keep going, but we never move too fast to honor the ones we lose. Okay, so we're gonna keep moving because, like I said, it's a lot of stuff. It's Nolan heavy tonight. I don't know why it's Nolan heavy because we done lost a whole bunch of people in strange fucking ways. It needs to be all night. It's all of the nights. Okay. All right, so here we have an exclusive. Dr. Bernice King, she is aging very well, calls for national reflection following tragic passing of Nolan Wells. Dr. Bernice King just stepped up to the mic, and when the daughter of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. calls for national reflection, you put everything down and you listen. This is an exclusive. Dr. King didn't just post a tweet or drop a quote. She issued a call, a deliberate, measured, historically grounded call for this nation to stop, look in the mirror, and reckon with where we actually are right now. Shit, I've been saying that shit. We are not where we need to be. What the fuck are we sitting up here talking about make America great? When the hell have we ever been great? Anyways, think about the weight she carries every single day. She walks through this world as the living legacy of the greatest civil rights leader America has ever produced. She watches this country. She studies it. She prays over it, and when she decides the moment requires national reflection, that is not a casual observation. That is a diagnosis. Dr. King carries her father's moral clarity and her own earned wisdom from decades of advocacy, organizing, and truth-telling. She sees the fractures, she sees the backsliding, and she sees a nation that keeps borrowing from the movement her father died for without doing the actual work that movement demanded. National reflection means looking at policy, looking at practice, looking at who this country protects and who leaves it exposed. Dr. Bernice King just handed America a mirror. The only question now is, does America have the courage to look? I've been looking, god dang it. Shit. I told you, when I go overseas, motherfuckers like, you are the most truthful American I have ever met, because I don't honeycoat this shit. Why the fuck do you want to go to America? Let me tell you the truth about that. That shit you be watching, that damn Dawson Creek and the City Girl and shit, that ain't real for damn near 90% of the motherfuckers. Okay? I be asking them that shit. I'm like, let me explain to you. The only thing that will happen, well, you might have it easier than me. Your ass go over there and you have a talent. They'll give you money to come over there and establish yourself in my neighborhood, most likely. I'm just saying. But you still get money. I guess that would be the only thing. Because otherwise, this shit is not it. This place is what you would say is a shithole. I hate to say it. And the reason why is because motherfuckers done turned it into a shithole. Look at this shit. Look at this story right here. And then you'll understand what the hell I mean. The reality of Black death in white spaces. It's a reality. I swear to man, so many times my mother put me in that situation. I hated it. Anyways, this title alone stopped people in their tracks, and it should. The root went there, directly, unflinchingly, and without apology. Black death in white spaces. Say it out loud. Because this conversation has been happening in hushed tones in Black homes, Black barbershops, and Black churches for generations. Now, it sits front and center where everybody can see it. The pattern is undeniable. Black people enter certain spaces, workplaces, neighborhoods, institutions, recreational areas, and come out in a body bag, while the explanation that follows insult every thinking person. The explanations that follow insult every thinking person's intelligence. I hate that shit. Self-deletion rulings that don't add up, accidents that defy physics, investigations that go nowhere fast. The root names what our community has always known. Black lives carry a different risk calculation the moment they cross into certain environments. That calculation gets shaped by who holds power in that space, who controls the narrative afterwards, and who decides whether that two systems. God dang it, I gotta stop doing that. The calculation gets shaped by who holds power in that space, who controls the narrative afterwards, and who decides whether justice even enters the conversation. What makes this piece land so hard is the refusal to soften the truth for comfort. I told you the truth is not comfortable at all. It's very uncomfortable. Shit. I've been uncomfortable my whole damn life. Black families deserve that kind of journalism. They deserve reporting that matches the reality they already live. The phone calls they dread, the questions they ask when official stories don't align with what they know about their loved ones. Yeah. Black death in white spaces demand Black voices, Black scrutiny, and Black pressure until the truth surfaces completely. I'm just saying, you need to look on this shit, because I know damn well my mother sent me into places that were considered white spaces for me to learn. She did not trust our own community. That is fucked. And I'm telling you right now, it was annoying as hell. But guess what? Other people had the same idea, so it wasn't all white. I promise you. We was up in there. I promise you that much. We were up in there. Anyways, moving on, because this one is weird. Expert, why a new push for Black English in schools can help students thrive. What the fuck is Black English? I don't want no more. Okay, let's look at this, because I promise you, if this runs into a fucking stereotype, I will never forgive y'all. So Black English in classrooms. I don't understand what Black English is. And experts are saying, yes, this works. Let that land. I still don't understand. For decades, black children walked into schools and got told directly or indirectly that the way they speak at home with their family in their culture carries less value than standard American English. Okay, first, let's stop here. I was the kid that sounded white. Okay, I don't know if I finally got that shit off of me, but my mother was a teacher. She wouldn't let me even use the word ain't. I use it like it's water now. Oh my God. She made me look the word up too. She made me go to the dictionary and look up the word ain't. Then she made me read it to her. And then she asked me, if it's not a word, why are you using it? Motherfucker. I'm glad I'm grown. Anyways, that message did not just affect grammar lessons. It shaped how black children saw themselves as thinkers, as learners, as people worthy of academic excellence. Now, experts are pushing back with research, evidence, and a frame that actually serves black students. The argument carries real power. When educators meet black children in their linguistic reality and build from that foundation, comprehension improves, confidence rises, and academic engagement deepens. What do you do when your mama makes you talk proper at home? Please. You teach the whole child when you respect the whole child. I understand that, but what do they mean? What are you talking about? Most black people, are you talking about slang? Are you asking the teachers to speak slang? Is that it? Black English, also known as African American vernacular. Oh, it's slang. That's what it is. It's slang. Carries its own grammatical structure, its own rich history. It's Ebonics. That's what they're talking about. And its own cultural genius. Y'all just gave it a whole new name. First it was slang, then it was Ebonics, now it's African American vernacular English. Okay, whatever. We still can't use it in the goddamn workforce. Shit. If anything, we need to teach them how to code switch in school. Linguistics have documented this for decades. The classroom finally is catching up with what scholars already know represents a genuine shift worth celebrating. So are you trying to change the whole language? Oh, Lord have mercy. If I have little kids calling me a ninja, somebody gonna pay. This push also challenges a system that historically used language as a sorting mechanism, deciding who belonged in advanced classes and who got left behind based on dialect performance. Centering Black linguistic intelligence disrupts what sorting and opens doors for generations of students who deserve open doors all along. Or you could teach the Black kids exactly what the white kids learn, like enunciation, pronunciation, okay? Black children bring brilliance into every classroom. I'm not denying that. Schools that recognize and build on that brilliance produce exactly the outcomes our community has always known were possible. But you still need to teach them proper freaking English, because they're going to go to other countries or they're going to go to other places, all right? I have a lot of faith in these kids. And they're going to have to play those games. I hate to tell you, just because you accept it doesn't mean the world accepts it. I don't mean to hate, but that's what I have to tell y'all, because it sounds like a setup to me. Once again, if anybody wants me to homeschool, hey, I taught Asian kids for about 10 years, okay? And damn it if I wasn't considered advanced for them kids. I'm just saying. Moving on. A new study names America's most stressed cities. See the full list. So there's Detroit, Baltimore, and Cleveland. Detroit has the high financial, family, and health stress levels. I won't be moving there. Baltimore has the highest financial stress score. I almost went to school over there. Cleveland ranks first for financial stress and high in family and health stress. God dang. America is stressed. And some cities are carrying that weight heavier than everyone else. You know, I talk with my hands, and I know people can't see me, but my hands are going all over the place. They act like we speak some kind of foreign language. Exactly. Just broken English, like all the people in the rest of America speak. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You setting your kid up. Don't let this shit happen. I love my culture, but don't let them fool you, because once these kids get out, and if they go to one of them damn companies and speak vernacular, whatever the fuck you want, if they speak slang, they ain't getting that damn job. I'm telling you right now. If I go somewhere and I say ain't instead of aren't, I'm not getting that fucking job. I'm just letting you know. I switch code with the best of them. Anyways, This study hits close to home for Black communities. Shit, I code switched so bad people used to think I was a goody good. I told them I smoked trees and they didn't believe me. Okay, you need to look at my bottom lip. Anyways, this study hits close to home for Black communities because the story stresses cities. Let me try that again. Because the most stressed cities in America follow a pattern our communities already lives. Financial pressure, housing instability, I got that one and the other one. Health, that one. Disparities, unemployment over here, and under-resourced infrastructures all stacked on top of each other in the same zip codes. That is not coincidence. That is compounding effect of decades of disinvestment. Okay, go look up that disinvestment. Stress in America does not distribute itself equally. Black households face higher rates of financial insecurity, medical debt, and housing cost burden than the national average. When researchers measure stress at the city level, they capture what Black families have been reporting at the kitchen table for years. This system makes survival exhausting. The cities that rank highest on stress indexes also tend to rank lowest on access to mental health resources, green spaces, quality schools, economic mobility. Black Americans live in these cities, navigate that gap every single day while still building businesses and raising children, creating culture, and showing up for their communities with remarkable resilience. Knowing which cities carry the heaviest load matters because it points directly at where investment, policy attention, and community resources need to flow. Black-led organizations in these cities deserve real funding, real partnership, and real political will behind them. Stress is a public health crisis, and our community deserves solutions that match the scale of that problem. Now, see, this is the problem I have with my script. It won't tell me the fucking city. So now here we go again. We got to go pull it up again. God dang it. I'm not going to let this happen. Yes, I have a fashion show if we have time. I think we have time because I'm going pretty good. It's only been 30 minutes, and we're halfway through the other shit. Give me a second. What was it? Oh, yeah, it was cities. Okay, there it goes. Full list. I want y'all to know the full list. So we're going to look at the full goddamn list so y'all know. Get a notebook if you're not sure. I already told you Detroit. Let me see here now. Come on. Detroit, Cleveland, and Baltimore. Let's keep going. Those look like lovely cities until you have to live in them bitches and really deal with it. Like the prices and shit. Okay, you playing with me now. You playing with me. Okay, let's see here now. There's 39 indicators. Oh my God, 182. They compared 182 of these damn cities. I'm gonna get this. So here we go. Come on. Detroit, Michigan, number 1. It is the most stressed city. Here go a commercial for McDonald's I didn't ask for. Baltimore, Maryland is number 2. I wish this commercial would go away, but if I get rid of it, it's going to pop back up. Cleveland, Ohio. I hate this commercial. I ain't eating that shit. It ain't real. It's full. Keep going. Keep going. Sybil, I ain't got time for you. I ain't trying to watch you, ma'am. I'm trying to shit. I'm trying to get the story out my damn self. Come on, god dang it. Keep going. Keep going. Gulfport, Louisiana. I got an uncle there. Gulfport, Mississippi. I've been there. My mom went there to gamble. I ain't lying. It's a gambling city. That's what it is. It's kind of like a casino spot for you. Jackson, Mississippi. Of course, it's going to be Mississippi with all the stress shit. Come on, goddamn. We ain't got all day. Come on. Missouri. Oh, Lord, just fucking loud. But I need my air conditioner. St. Louis. Look, this shit is just slowing my computer down. I need a new one for shit. We're going to get through this. Birmingham, Alabama. I'm not surprised. Come on. We got to keep going. Toledo, Ohio. Don't think I didn't see that. Houston, Texas. I'm really not surprised by that. I'm absolutely not surprised by that. That's the 13th. Let's see here now. New Orleans, Louisiana is number 14 of stress cities, really stress freaking cities. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let's see, Montgomery, Alabama. Why are a lot of them where, there's a lot of black folk in a lot of these cities? Columbus, Georgia. That's 17. God, they gonna give us. Cincinnati, Ohio. That is at 18. I'm not going to none of these cities. Is it Indianapolis? Indians live there from Mississippi. They went to Indianapolis. I don't know why. San Antonio, Texas. I have an ex there. That's number 20, and that is it. That is the 20 South cities. So there you go. If you didn't hear it, you better rewind because I ain't doing it again. Okay? I'm not doing that shit again. But those were the stories, okay? So let me keep moving so we can move. I don't know why I'm smiling the whole damn time. Okay, all right. It is now time for that segment. Black people getting terrorized. I hope you pay attention, please. Yeah, I changed the word jackass guts federal election agencies months before 2026 midterm. That's right. I changed the words. I erased that shit until it wasn't there, and I told the truth. That's a jackass. I hear point sound. It's just started. I'm just saying. Here we go. This is not an accident. This is strategy. Months before the 2026 midterms, the Trump administration gutted the federal agency responsible for overseeing election administration across the country. The Election Assistance Commission, the body that, give me a second, I got to get down here. Come on, God dang it. The body that helps states run secure, accessible elections now operates as a shell of what it was designed to be. The timing tells you everything you need to know. Oh, popping sounds? Where's the popping sound? Am I still popping? Let me know if I'm popping. Maybe I'm too loud. Do you still hear it? Damn, autocorrect. Yeah, I know, but do you still hear it? All right, I'm gonna keep going because I want to be finished. Let's see here now. Black voters built the margins that have decided elections across this country. Georgia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Arizona. Black voter turnout has consistently represented the difference between democracy holding and democracy failing. Oh, okay, cool. And the people who understand that math just dismantled the infrastructure designed to protect fair access to the ballot. I hope they sue. This move lands squarely in a long American tradition of suppressing Black political power at the exact moment that power reaches its highest potential. Poll taxes, literacy tests, gerrymandering, purge voter rolls. I had to reapply. I need to call them. Now, federal election oversight gutted months before a critical midterm cycle. The tools change, the intention stays the same. Black voters, Black organizers, and Black-led civic organizations now carry even more responsibility to prepare, mobilize, and protect the vote from the ground up. Now, know your polling location, know your registration status, connect with local Black voting rights organizations who already have boots on the ground and legal teams ready to respond. I think I might have to look for that. The ballot remains one of the most powerful tools Black America holds. The attack on the tool confirms exactly how much power it carries. So please do your shit. Do your due diligence, please. I'm sitting up here trying to get out of this damn country, but I bet you I'm still going to vote. I got Canada calling me damn near every day. I'm tired of these bastards. I don't graduate until freaking February. Leave me alone. Call me in February. Shit. Anyways, moving on because this shit ain't. I know you saw this one. I know y'all saw this shit here. Y'all saw this, right? This was some bullshit. He should have left that poor boy alone. I have eczema. I understand. Another day. That's why I can't wear necklaces. Another day, another Black child in the crosshairs of someone who wore a badge. A Black teenager, a child still figuring out who they are in this world, got harassed by a white officer in an encounter that should have never happened. No crime, No threat, just a young person existing in a space where someone with a force multiplier and a badge decided their presence required confrontation. This story matters because it repeats the names change. It repeats the names change, the city changes, the cities change. The camera catches different angles. The pattern stays identical. Black youth in America grow up learning a survival curriculum that no child should need. How to move, how to speak, how to breathe when law enforcement decides to make them the subject of attention. The psychological weight this places on Black teenagers runs deep. Research consistently shows that repeated exposure to police harassment produces anxiety, hypervigilance. I got both of those bitches, and a fractured relationship with an institution that claims to serve and protect. Protect. It does not. Black parents have this conversation with their children early because the alternative carries consequences no family wants to face. Black teens deserve to walk through this world with the full freedom that childhood promises. They deserve to make mistakes, explore their neighborhoods, and exist in public without calculating the risks that a uniform already creates. Every Black family that sees this story feels it in their chest because they know this child. They raised this child. They love this child. And they know how easily this story becomes something none of us recover from. Please leave them damn kids alone. I mean, seriously, just touching people for no damn reason. Stop touching people. Fuck. And that is it for terrorizing people. It is now one of my subscribers' favorite times. It is now to play stupid games and win stupid ass prizes. Because I'm telling you, these motherfuckers love it.
I don't want the second, I want this. I'm holding my hands straight, I'm a red. I've been moving like I have.
So, Black people's version of the viral Netflix documentary TikTok trend is the best thing on the internet right now. Shit, I'm still laughing over the damn takeover of that website. Don't you know? Somebody came online and went into the I'm Proud and Black and said, "How does it feel now, bigots?" Man, y'all probably already was in there. We so used to y'all coming in our damn spaces, it's ridiculous. Okay? Shit, we said it before. So if you up in there, be up in there. Just don't cause no problems. Shit. The internet found the Netflix documentary fascinating. Black people found it familiar. The root delivered exactly what our community needed. The unfiltered, culture-rich, hilarious, because it's true, Black version of whatever viral moment white America just discovered it like it was new. Black folks have been living documentary-worthy lives since before Netflix had a streaming budget. Shit, we have. And The Root made sure everybody remembered that. This piece works because Black humor carries a particular genius. It takes the same exact same circumstances, runs them through the lived experience of Black culture, and produces something that makes you laugh, nod, and feel deeply seen all at once. That is not accidental comedy. That requires cultural fluency, sharp writing, and the confidence to center Blackness without apology. Black storytelling has always operated at this level. The ability to find humor in shared experiences, to flip a mainstream narrative and show that version that actually resonates, represents a creative tradition running from the Richard Pryor, I love Richard Pryor, through Dave Chappelle, through every group chat that has ever sent a meme that made someone spit out their drink. I mean, I'm serious. I can't even find that I'm White and Proud group because I want to laugh some more. The Root consistently delivers this kind of content because Black audiences deserve media that reflects their full humanity, the serious, the urgent, and the genuinely funny. All three lives in the same community. All three deserve space on the same platform. So go to this one and have some laughs. You need to go look up Netflix documentary, okay? Girl. And it's at preparing for my Netflix documentary about why Ricky didn't run in a zigzag. Preparing for my Netflix documentary on whether or not Charlene came home. when I finally do the Netflix documentary Liking Pumpkin Pie and Surviving the Black Community. Okay, if that's the case, I want to do one Surviving an Overbearing Black Mom. Okay, that's my documentary. That's what it's going to be. Okay, that's my damn documentary. Surviving, I ain't going to say her name because she'll come and kill me, and I really believe it. My heart of hearts, she will kill me. I believe it. So she's still taller than me and she's still bigger than me. I ain't fighting that lady. I don't give a damn. Anyways, moving on. Why a prominent black family pulled their $1 million endowment from UNC Wilmington. See, this is a fuck around and find out. You had to do some stupid shit. When black wealth moves, it sends a message. This family sent one loud and clear. A prominent black family pulled a $1 million endowment, and the reason behind that decision carries more weight than the dollar amount. In a moment when institutions across America have retreated from diversity commitment, abandoned DEI frameworks, and bent to political pressure, you punks, this family chose accountability over legacy attachment. That takes courage and clarity. Who came in here? Never mind. I got ghost cats. Black philanthropic power represents one of the most underestimated forces in American institutional life. When black donors, black families, and black foundations direct their resources with intention. I knew I heard something. Why does she have a stick in her mouth? That is a cat. Anyways. Institution life. When black donors, black families, and black foundations direct their resources with intention, they shape what institutions prioritize, what programs survive. Why is she talking now? Nobody wants your stick. You just took the stick out and then brought it back. What the hell? Am I in the Matrix? Because I just watched this cat bring the damn same stick through the same doorway in the same direction. Fuck. Anyways, where was I? Okay, what programs survive? What values get funded into existence? This family understood that leverage and used it. Thank God. The decision to withdraw major funding signals something the receiving institution needs to hear. Black investment carries expectations of reciprocity. There it is. Reciprocity. Oh, Jesus. The baby is playing fetch. The baby is a cat. The baby ain't supposed to be playing fetch. The baby got the stick again. What is the stick doing? It is unraveling. Don't look at me. I didn't make this day. What do you want me to do? You want me to throw it? Oh, now you just want to look at me, huh? All right. So she going to leave the damn stick on my shoe. She'll come back. Anyways. The decision to withdraw major funding signals from institutions need to hear black investment carries expectations of reciprocity. It reciprocates. Black families do not write seven-figure checks to watch institutions perform diversity in good times and abandon in the moment political winds shift. Accountability travels with the dollar. This moment also opens a larger conversation about where black philanthropy flow with the most impact, the money. Black-led institutions. I can't believe someone thought I was AI. Anyways, black-led institutions, HBCUs, black community foundations, and organizations building black economic infrastructure all represent destinations that align values with investment in ways that produce generational returns. Yes, they do. Black wealth building its own table has always been the most powerful move available. This family just demonstrated exactly how that looks in practice. So go on with your bad self. Damn it. I love it. I love to see it. I love to see it. Moving on, god dang it. Moving on. So media mogul Byron Allen donates $100,000 to the Nolan Wells GoFundMe to support family financial needs. You know we're going to take care of our own, especially when it's needed like this, damn it. We need to really solidify our bonds with each other. I'm telling you, we did a mass migration. My mom was a part of that shit. I feel like we need to do just a mass exodus. I'm not saying deport ourselves, but we need to put all our money together, poor, rich, whatever, get our own fucking land, build a fucking wall so these bitches can't, and a roof, a see-through roof, so we can get sun, because them bastards with the drones and shit, because they gonna come for us if we do it. I know they are. Anyways, when black wealth moves, it sends a message. This family sent one loud and clear. Damn it. That's not the same. That's not the right story. Let me keep moving. Okay, there you go. The internet has a short memory. Karma does not. Nolan Wells thought he was having a moment when he harassed Byron Allen on a video. What the hell are you talking about? Did he do that? I don't know. What he actually did was hand the internet everything it needed to respond in full force. Now a GoFundMe. No, that's backwards. Let me go find that again. That's Allen. Yeah, this is not right. That is not right. Byron Allen donation to Nolan. See, this is what happens. And these motherfuckers sit up there and they talk shit about we need to replace people with AI. AI is not good. I mean, we have to teach that motherfucker. And you want it to take people's job? This is an assistant, not a fucking job taker. You idiots. Good God. This is some bullshit. He gave money and they got this damn story like Nolan going around harassing people. Nolan ain't here no more. Nolan was trying to live his best life and look what the hell happened. Let's try it again. So media mogul Byron Allens did a donation. Late night host Byron Allens donated $100,000 to GoFundMe set up for the family of Nolan Xavier Wells, the 18-year-old who was found unalive following his disappearance over the July 4th holiday. Allen's donation initially took the family's GoFundMe across its goal of more than $500,000 as of Saturday afternoon. The GoFundMe had raised $574,719 with a goal of $750,000. The donation came hours after a Friday news conference where civil rights attorney Ben Crump and Al Sharpton flanked Wells' mother and father in updating attendees about who had stepped in to aid them in their quest for accountability regarding their son's death. Among other notable names who donated to the GoFundMe are comedian Lil Rel Howery, who I still don't find funny, and Auburn football quarterback Deuce Knight. Why did you name your child Deuce? Anyways, Wells played football at Southwest Mississippi Community College in Summit and hoped to transfer to a Division I program. He would have turned 19 next month. His death sparked much suspicion and left unanswered questions after he took a boating trip with friends to Mississippi Horn Island. You know, I think I know what that popping sound was. I'm a part of a media group now, kind of. They're helping me and I'm trying to help them as well. That might be them talking. That was what you heard. Anyways, let's see. Nolan traveled by boat to Horn Island with a group of friends on Sunday, July 4th, to celebrate the holiday. He was last seen on the island around 3 p.m. and did not return with the group, according to the Jackson County Sheriff's Department. Now, from what I heard, they said 3 p.m., but they got fucking photos of people watching these people act the fool around 7. His mother reported him missing that night, and local, state, and federal agencies, including the U.S. Coast Guard, the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, and the National Service joined a 2-day search. I don't believe them. I don't fucking believe these bastards, because I lived in Mississippi. They half-assing. I know they could do better. Anyways, on the morning of Tuesday, July 6th, a U.S. Park Ranger found the body at the northwestern tip of the island, and Nolan's family confirmed his death later that day. At Friday's press conference, attorney Ben Crump announced that Tyler Perry agreed to pay the family's funeral costs, while Colin Kaepernick, what is he doing to continue making money, planned to pay for an independent autopsy. Following an autopsy in Jackson County, don't trust them, Wells' body was flown to Washington, D.C. for the independent autopsy paid for by Kaepernick. Reverend Al Sharpton will officiate Wells' funeral service. A date has not yet been announced. Why did you hang with all of them? Next time, if you want to hang out with paler people, make sure that there's a healthy group of other people. It don't even have to be black people. Let a Hispanic be up in that group, an Indian dude be up in that shit, some Asian, well, Indian is Asian, some, you know what I'm talking about. Shit, have a rainbow coalition. Don't just be the only one. And that goes for any race. Don't be the only one. After investigators said they did not suspect foul play and officials said his death was most likely a result of accidental drowning, let me just say I keep seeing a video about a Mississippi judge saying they ain't doing something, they hiding shit. Let me just say that much. If you go online and you look for it, Mississippi judge calls out the Nolan Wells case. Yeah, he's talking about some shit. He knows some shit. Anyways, let's see. His disappearance and death have led to intense speculation. Jackson County Sheriff's Department has since asked the public for assistance, specifically requesting any unedited photos, video, so you can fuck it up. Man, make sure if you give them, you have a backup or information regarding altercation on Horn Island the day Nolan went missing. Investigators are also looking into a social media video that reportedly captured an argument on the island that day. I heard it. I saw it. Exactly. Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter has said the investigation remains active and the cause of Nolan's death has not been determined. First, it was self-deletion. Oh, now it's undetermined. This case carries real weight. A young black man, a community demanding answers, and a prominent black figure stepping up financially and figures publicly. The family deserves full transparency because this shit is terrifying. Shit, this is ridiculous. But let's see. Do we have another one? Let me keep moving. I told you I gotta get through this. And if you gotta teach AI, they keep talking about AI gonna take our jobs. Really? We gonna die. If this motherfucker takes jobs that are serious, we gonna die. Shit, not even serious. We gonna have some problems. That's all I gotta say about that shit. It's a problem. Cause seriously, this shit be fucking up. Nolan never fucked with Brian Allen. And here we got this shit saying the wrong damn thing. See, I caught that shit. And I'm not just going to read stupid shit. I actually read this shit. I'm reacting with y'all. But at the same damn time, I'm also reading this shit to make sure it's not stupid. This is AI at its finest. Keep going. Let's see here now. Yeah, I already did that. Let me get through them. Because what I think the next story... Because I don't want to move to the next one if it's not the right one. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Do I have another one? This is that story. And now, yeah, I got one more. See what happens? Y'all think I'm playing. Everybody keep talking about ain't no racism. Look at this. New data shows... What is this? I can't read that. I don't know what that is. Is that Bed-Stuy? I don't know. Is this Stuyvesant High School incoming class includes only 3 black students out of 777. Man, y'all can't make this shit up. One of New York's most prestigious public high schools, admitted 3 black students. 3 out of an incoming class of hundreds. Whatever the hell this school's high school name is, high school has produced Nobel laureates, senators, and industry leaders. It sits in one of the most diverse cities on the planet. And in 2026, 3 black students earned a seat in the next incoming class. That number does not reflect a pipeline problem. It reflects a policy choice. And that choice deserves every uncomfortable conversation it generates. New York City's specialized high school admission system rests almost entirely on a single standardized test. The specialized high school admissions test research consistently shows that single metric gatekeeping system. Are you serious? After all the fucking seriously. Yeah, the panorama, fucked up education pushed a lot of fucking people back. Are you serious? With this shit right now, man. Anyways, gatekeeping systems produce rapidly skewed outcomes, concentrating access among students whose families can afford years of test prep while locking out students with equal intelligence and greater potential who simply lack the preparation resources. Exactly. It's the mediocrity for me. For black students in New York City, this plays out in numbers every single year. Let me see here. Yeah, Bed-Stuy, Stuyvesant, the housing projects. It's Stuyvesant. Thank you. Wait a minute. That's projects? Oh, that's some bullshit. Black students in New York City, this plays out. For Black students in New York City, this plays out in numbers every single year. Black students make up roughly 70% of the city's public school population, compared with the single-digit representation at Stuyvesant. Thank you. There's a whole T at the end. The gap between enrollment and admission reflects decades of unequal. I can't really talk. I'm from Massachusetts. We got some fucked up names too. Unequal resource distribution across school districts, concentrated poverty in Black neighborhoods, and a refusal by city leadership to reform an admission structure that produces the results on a predictable schedule. Look, so far I've been seeing a lot of mediocrity. 3 Black students at Stuyvesant in 2026 represents a policy failure wearing the costume of meritocracy. I hate these words. The city built this outcome. The city can rebuild it again, but they don't want to. It used to be project. Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the fuck? Anyways, that's it for that. We are now going to move into some educational stuff. I'm just letting y'all know we about to go and have ourselves 5 minutes. If you don't want to be here, leave with Nikki and James. Once again, if you don't want to be here, get on.
Nikki, most people really accept without very much question the assumptions that they're given.
But they must, I mean, it's illogical.
When I was growing up, the great trick was getting the civil service and work for the post office. Now I can't blame those people.
I don't blame them.
It made them very unattractive people from my point of view, but what else would the black cat do? No. You can't create anything unless you have been given, however you get it, I don't know, been given the belief or the rage or the madness or whatever, the necessity out of yourself to do it. Look, read a book by Richard Wright. The late Richard Wright wrote a book called Lord Today. Which I meant to get for you today. About the post office. Well, it's not about the post office. It takes place in the post office.
Right.
It's a tremendous, tremendous book. It takes one day in the life of one black man. And no black cat can read that and not know, because it's true. It's true. Fantastic record. You see, the nature of the drama, in a sense, is that you and I both have to raise a child, but if I've been destroyed before I get home, you go one way, I go another, and the kid gets lost. And it isn't the fault of the woman or the man, and certainly not the fault of the kid.
It's not a question of blame, though. It's a question of responsibility.
Yeah, but
it is our responsibility to make sure that kid doesn't go.
But what I'm trying to get at, Nikki, is that in order to take the responsibility, you have to be able to take the responsibility. It's not a mystical act. Somebody's got to pay the rent. I can't put you on the streets.
That's what you say. We have tried to make you able to pay your rent, or my rent, or our rent. We have found that there are not enough jobs, there's not enough money for you to do that. Now, why can't we try it my way? I think that the only thing that's changed in the last, since Martin Luther King, since 54, I think the only thing that's really changed is the black woman. And what she said.
I don't think she's changed. I think she's become more visible.
I think she's changed. Because there was a time, let's say my mother, my aunts and things like that, they would say, okay, if that's the way you establish your manhood, I'm going to go for it. And my generation says, hey, no good. Okay. You must establish a new base.
I'll agree with that.
And we are, as a group, demanding that a new base be established.
Yeah, but be careful as a woman and what you demand from a man.
I demand that he be a man.
Yeah, but you can't
because the provision part.
Yeah, but you can't say you demand it. You have to suggest it.
Well, that's your ego that says that. No, I demand it. Now you deal with that.
All right. Okay. I'll even go with that.
I demand that you be a man, and I don't think that that's asking too much. Because if I wanted a provision, say I would get a camper. You know what I mean? I would get a camper that provides things. You know what I mean? You get an army surplus kit that provides things. I need a man, and black men have always been offered to provisions. People are either going to eat or starve to death. The men of the people were starving, and they were still the men. Had to be that way through that horrendous kind of war But it had to be that way because sometimes you're not able to feed your family. Sometimes you're not able to clothe your family. Do you then also deprive them of your manhood and of the input that a man has? Who teaches my son how to pee?
Yeah, but
You see?
yeah, but you're talking. I agree with you. I see that very well. But it's one thing to be in a situation where you see that you have, where you see a future, however bloody, and to be in a situation where you see no future at all.
But you are. It is incumbent.
It's very, if I
may
know,
be logical, it is incumbent
if
that
I
you
know
see a future.
if I know what I'm demanding of you, in some sense, makes sense. If I know the fact the kid is not eating today or tonight or tomorrow, in some way makes sense. Yeah, then I can be there. But if it doesn't make any sense, and if I don't see anything coming out of it at all,
will we eat if you're not there?
If you're on welfare, you won't eat if I am there. That's the law. But I don't want to get bogged down into that. What I really mean is that yes, a man can do that if he sees a way, if he sees that it means something. My father couldn't see that, and he was quite right because he didn't. Well, there wasn't anything.
There's something, because all I know that works in the world is a relationship.
Yes, all right.
Okay, that's all that's going to work. It takes two people to have a relationship.
Yeah, but the relationship.
If you don't have a dream, fake it.
But the relationship, you can't fake a dream.
You've got to fake it because we don't have dreams these days. How the?
Woo! Let me bring that down. There you go. Like I said, we don't have dreams these days. We don't. We got to work on that. Tune in next week for part 15. I told you I can't show the whole thing, but I'm going to show you as much as I can. And if y'all want to go ahead and patch it together, go for it. And now it is time for news we need to use. Sorry. So, time to copy the copycats. 3 rich white people tricks we need to steal right now. So let's talk about that shit. I'm about to tell you 3 of them. So generational wealth has a playbook. Black families deserve every page of it. The root breaks down 3 wealth building strategies that affluent white families have passed down quietly for generations. Moves that rarely show up in mainstream financial advice aimed at Black communities, yet produce compounding returns decades after decades. The gap in generational wealth between Black and white families in America did not happen by accident. Policy, exclusion, and deliberate gatekeeping built the gap. Studying how Black wealth actually moves through privilege networks gives Black families the map to build their own. The 3 strategies center on using other people's money strategically, treating real estate as a vehicle for leverage, and structuring family finances like a business. You hear me? The 3 tips. I know this don't sound good, but if you want your family to prosper, you're going to have to get hit with it. Again, it is using other people's money strategically, treating real estate as a vehicle for leverage, and structuring family finances like a business. This is horrible, but this is what we got to do. None of these require inherited wealth to start. They require a shift in how money gets viewed, for something you earn and spend to something you deploy and multiply. Black entrepreneurs, investors, and families who adopt this framework early create advantages that compound across generations. I need to look this shit up. I think I'm going to do a separate video on that shit alone. Black wealth building already carries powerful examples, from the original Black Wall Street, look what they did to that in Tulsa, to the growing ecosystem of Black venture capital, Black real estate investment networks, and Black family offices operating today. These strategies connect directly to that tradition. Ooh, some air coming over here. Tradition of community-centered economic power. Study the playbook, run the plays, and build the legacy, please. These motherfuckers getting on my nerves. Otherwise, we need to just go get the goddamn. I can't forget this. I have 2 systems. I have to work on 2 systems. Anyways, before we move on, because now it's time for good news, I'm going to go ahead and do my commercial. If you like what I'm doing, or if you don't like what I'm doing and you have a comment that could really help me, not something stupid, let me bring this down, because I really don't have time for your stupid shit. Holla at me in the comments, please. If you don't like what I'm doing and you just want to be ignorant, go somewhere else. I really ain't got time for that shit. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be right back.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
All right. This is good news. How TMCF helped this Spelman student build confidence. I'm glad for it. I'm here for it. When Black institutions invest in Black students, transformation follows. The Thurgood Marshall College Fund helped us. Oh, that's what that stands for. Okay. Help the Spelman student do something that no standardized test or GPA can measure. She found her voice. TMCF's programs connect HBCU students with leadership development, professional networks, and mentor ecosystems that move them from capable to unstoppable. The student story represents thousands more like it unfolding across HBCU campuses right now. Spelman College has produced some of the most powerful Black women in American history: doctors, judges, CEOs, activists, and artists who changed their fields and their communities. TMCF understands that investing in Spelman students means investing in the next generation of that legacy. The confidence this student built through the TMFC's programming carries her further than any single credential ever could. Black excellence thrives when Black institutions back it. TMCF, HBCUs, and the networks they build together represent exactly the kind of infrastructure that transforms individual potential into generational impact. This story deserves every share it gets. I'm so proud of you, lady. I hope you do good, and please don't fall for the okie doke. Moving on again. Thurgood strikes again. TMCF helped this HBCU grad become an author. What Hearts in the White Coats? That's the book. I see it right there. All right, so a degree opens a door. TMCF helped this HBCU grad build the whole house. The Thurgood Marshall College Fund supported an HBCU graduate who carried a story inside him and needed the infrastructure to release it into the world. Writing a book requires more than talent. It demands time, resources, confidence, and access to networks that believe your voice matters. TMCF delivered all of that, and a published author emerged on the other side. HBCUs have produced writers, thinkers, and storytellers who have shaped American culture. Toni Morrison, Nikki Giovanni, Alice Walker. The HBCU tradition runs deep through Black literacy excellence. When the TMCFs invest in a HBCU's graduates' creative professional development, it adds another voice to that lineage. This author's book now carries that history forward into new hands and new conversations. Black storytelling helps hold powers that changes minds, heals communities, and preserves truth across generations. Every HBCU grad who publishes, speaks, leads, or creates expands what the world understands about Black excellence. TMCF saw this graduate's potential and made the investment. The book is the proof. Amen. Amen to that. Let's keep moving. All right. We now have another portion that has been a while. News on education. Because I talked about a little stuff already, but we're going to talk about some more. Where the hell is it? God dang it. News on education. News you need. No, I don't need that. Nosy news. Nope. Here we go. Okay, so one teacher's locks changed her classroom. When a Black woman decides to show up fully, oh, by the way, Joker, I need you to get a Discord account, please. Already got old girl on it. She's in the group. We need you up in the group. Just saying. When a black woman decides to show up fully as herself, the whole classroom transforms. Educator, oh my gosh, this name, Egohosa Obaizamomwan Hamilton, Miss Hamilton, spent years believing she knew what a teacher was supposed to look like, regularly straightening her hair to blend into an educational system. I wear wigs now. Fuck that. I only straighten my hair maybe once or twice a year to see how long it is. Ugh. Educational system where professional standards mirrored Eurocentric norms. Then the pandemic changed everything. When schools moved online and Hamilton stepped away from daily institutional scrutiny, she began growing her locks. And as they grew, she found herself centering more black voices in her classroom. Really? I think I did. Drop your link to yours. Okay, let me see here now. Oh, it's over here. Fuck. Okay, I think I can go on to it. Okay, I need you to look up this then. Oh, no. Look up Insomniac Cafe. Just look up Insomniac Cafe. And that's the group. All right, let's see here now. Where was I? Then the pandemic changed. She began growing her locks. Also, if you want, hit me up. My email is in my channel about the author, okay? About the author. If you send me an email, I'll know and I'll answer you. Okay, so Hamilton describes her hair as a racial marker that still influences how black women get perceived in classrooms and workplaces. And her research explores post-traumatic hair subversion, the phenomena of black women reclaiming agency after years of hearing their natural hair is less professional or acceptable. I'm going to stop right there and say, do y'all remember Living Single, Maxine Shaw? She had locks. And she styled them motherfuckers, and she still came off as professional, greedy as hell, but professional as hell too. Just saying. Anyways, her evolution as a teacher and her evolution as a natural woman move together. Hamilton carries I'm so glad I said Hamilton and not the other names, a broader vision of liberation, one where black children enter classrooms already believing the parts of themselves that institutions have often questioned are worthy, beautiful, and enough. That shift in teachers' self-concept produces a shift in what students believe about themselves. This story connects to a larger truth in education. Research shows that dropout rates for black male students decreased by 39% after an encounter with a single black male educator. And the graduation rate among black students increases by 33% when they have a black teacher between 3rd and 5th grade. I had one, she hated me. Well, that was 2nd grade. The other ones, they were cool. Anyways, representation carries measurable power. A teacher who shows up authentically gives students permission to do the same. All right? Just letting you know. I mean, if students look like the teacher, not always, they can sometimes, relate. But it's nice to see when you're so used to seeing the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Moving on, because we're not done. Professor, the cost of raising kids in white spaces. We talked about this, didn't we? I thought I did. But I could have sworn I did. Yeah, I did. I did this before. What am I sitting up here doing? But anyways, but we talked about this, didn't we? I could have sworn we did. Let's go back up. I could have sworn that story earlier was about raising kids in white spaces, but I could be wrong. Maybe it was something different. Let me see here now. Okay, the phone. Give me a second. I don't like repeating myself. I really don't. All right. Malcolm X. And then after that, it was the reality of Black death. Oh, that's the reality of Black death in white spaces. Okay, yeah. All right. We're still on par. Because this one right here, I went to school in a lot of white spaces. So, yeah. That was death in white spaces. But this is... All right, anyways. Let's see here now. Okay, give me a second. Nope, that's culture. Okay, here we go. So every Black parent who has ever enrolled their child in a predominantly white school has felt the weight of this question. What does this cost my child? The root surface a conversation that Black families navigate privately all the time. I got sent there and I did not like it. The emotional, psychological, and cultural tax that Black children pay when they spend their formative years as the only one or one of the very few in white educational spaces, the promise of better resources draws families in, and the hidden curriculum of isolation, microaggression, and identity erasure follows close behind. It show, dude. Black children in these environments often learn to code switch. That's where I got it from. Before they learn algebra, and they carry that labor into adulthood. Research consistently shows that Black students perform better academically, socially, and emotionally in environments where they see themselves reflected in the curriculum, the staff, and the student body. HBCUs produce some of America's most successful Black professionals precisely because students spend informative years in spaces that affirm their full humanity. The same affirmation principle applies at every grade level. I'm telling you, when we moved fucking down south, I first went to the Black school, then she sent me to the fucking white school. Thank God there were other Black kids in there, but fuck. Black parents making school choices deserve full information, including psychological costs of spaces that treat Blackness as something to accommodate. The most resource schools on paper may deliver the least nurturing environment for our Black child's identity development. Amen, amen, amen. The calculation belongs in every school conversation Black families have. I can attest to that shit because my mother did that bullshit and I did not like it. I always felt weird. I always did. But anyways, that is it for education on news on education. We're about to now run up into culture. Give me a second. All right, the divorce in the Black church. Why women often bear the blame. My mother doesn't go to the same churches as I did, so I don't know. The Black church has carried Black communities through slavery, Jim Crow, and every generation of struggle since. That legacy deserves honest examination alongside its grace. Word in Black explores a painful pattern inside Black church culture. When Black marriage ends in divorce, women absorb a disproportionate share of the shame, scrutiny, and spiritual judgment. I don't know why, especially if they're not the reason. The theology of submission, interpreted through a patriarchal lens, creates a framework where a woman's inability to keep her marriage becomes a personal, spiritual failure. Not talking right tonight. Men in the same dissolving marriage rarely face the same congressional weight. If you heard that, then that is a group talking. Black women represent the backbone of Black church attendance and giving. They fill the pews, lead the ministries, raise the children in the faith, and sustain the institutions that sustain that community. The cultural expectations that these same women endure harmful marriages silently or blame publicly when they choose their own safety and peace represents a contradiction that deserves direct naming. If you have a crazy partner and you want to leave them, and don't go back to that house. Make sure you have a plan to get the fuck out of there and go somewhere trusted and safe, please. I am so tired of us getting taken out because we have a crazy motherfucker and we thought they were mature enough to handle it. Whew. Theologians and Black faith leaders across the country are actively re-examining these narratives. I say if the marriage is not, if the marriage is toxic, get divorced. Shit. Don't stay married if you can't stand each other. A growing number of Black women pastors, counselors, and community voices advocate for interpretations of scripture that center dignity, safety, and wholeness for Black women. I wish this popping would stop. About to mute this shit. Nobody's saying my name right now. So, I mean, really, why? Very annoying. Okay, very annoying. Now, going back, where was I? Let me get back to this. Okay, so Let's try that again. A growing number of Black women pastors, counselors, and community voices advocate for interpretations of Scripture that center dignity, safety, and wholeness for Black women. The church carries enough grace to hold both its sacred traditions and its accountability to the women who built it. This conversation takes courage to have inside Black spaces. The community is willing to have it grow stronger for doing so. All right. And that's it for no. We still got one more cultural one because I asked what the hell was Jack and Jill, and we gonna get an answer. Damn it! It's time to talk about Jack and Jill, the Divine Nine, and safe havens are just bougie clubs. In my opinion, bougie clubs with the Divine Nine. I would have loved to be a part of Sigma Gamma Rho, but like I said, I tried to. There was a debutante movement for Zeta. I did not have a male figure. I had to have one. My mom said, fuck it. Anyways, Black excellence has always built institutions to protect and advance its own, and those institutions deserve honest, loving examinations. Technically, I am a part of a community, Phi Nu Kappa, but they're non-collegiate. The Root opens a conversation about Jack and Jill of America, which I just heard about, and the Divine Nine Greek organizations I've heard all my life. The social architecture that has shaped Black professionals and civic life for generations. These organizations produce civil rights leaders, CEOs, judges, politicians, and community builders whose work transformed American society. Their legacy runs deep, and their contributions stand undeniable. The conversation also carries a harder edge. Critics inside Black communities point to let me see here now. I lost my spot. God dang it. Where was I? Okay, there it is. Point to the the class stratifications these organizations can reinforce, the way membership signals access, networks, and proximity to Black elite culture that remains out of reach for many Black families. Jack and Jill's legacy of cultivating Black children for leadership sits alongside questions about who gets included in the cultivation and who gets left outside the circle. The Divine Nine fraternities and sororities represent something similar. Brotherhood and sisterhood rooted in service, scholarship, and Black advancement, with an initiative, culture, and membership selectivity that generates genuine debate about exclusivity versus excellence. Look, I seen them freaking pledging at Howard. It was a little scary. These organizations have earned their place in Black history, and they carry enough strength to hold honest internal critique. Where the hell was I? Let's see here now. Black communities grow stronger when they examine their own institutions with the same rigor they apply to outside forces. This conversation honors the legacy and demands the evolution. I still need to check out this Jack and Jill of America. I did not know that was something. But anyways, before we move on, I'm going to go ahead and do some promos. This company is Black owned and woman owned. If you like your lips popping and you like CBD, you know I do. I need it. Check out this company, CBD Honey Lips. You can find her on Twitch, Threads, and Instagram. All right, let's keep moving. And now it's time for celebrity news. Oh, joy, good grief. All right, give me a second. I really don't want to deal with this shit. I can't see.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
This is a horrible picture of Brandy. I swear to God, the smile is giving Charlie Murphy. She looks so damn malnutrition. Damn, she's small. And that hair is not helping her at all. It is not doing you right. Whoever the hell dressed you, they was not liking you that day. That's a horrible picture. Anyways, Brandy went home to receive her Okay, I'm sorry. Our words have weight. Brandy addresses criticism of her Mississippi homecoming appearance and touching Instagram. Well, shit. I'm from my family from Mississippi too. I am shocked at this picture. It is not the best for you, ma'am. Brandy went home to receive her flowers. The internet decided to critique the vase. Brandy Norwood returned to her hometown of Macomb, Mississippi, where she received the keys to both the city of Macomb and Pike County. Yeah, Pike County. She also donated $100,000 to support buying instruments for Higgins Middle School's band. How about the infrastructure of Mississippi, please? Her honors extended further. Her memorabilia, including her first Brandy doll, signed vinyl of her debut album, and Moesha props will appear in a planned Mississippi Music Museum. A legendary homecoming by any measure. The internet predictably had other priorities. Social media users shifted the conversation away from the new music she was preparing to release and toward her physical appearance. I am stunned as fuck. With fans and others speculating about her health. I'm worried. Brandy has been open about her struggles with eating disorder in the past, which makes the pylon even more pointed and internet behavior even less defensible. I'm worried about you. Here's where it gets real spicy. The most pointed responses drew parallels to Chadwick Boseman. Oh, Lord, I hope she's not sick like that. Whose dramatic weight loss attracted jokes. I did not joke about that. I was scared. And speculations before his cancer diagnosis became public. I didn't joke about that shit. I was worried. I don't know what Brandy is dealing with, but I wish her the best, wrote one user. The Chadwick comparison landed, and it should. While in Mississippi, Brandy revealed she wants to do a new album, telling a local reporter, I think I want to do a new album. I got to do something because I want to perform. I would love you to perform, but I need you to put some meat on you, please. If that's not it, I need you to go to the hospital and get whatever the hell is wrong with you fixed, please. Because you don't look healthy, ma'am. Brandy responded with grace that the internet frankly did not earn. On Saturday, she took to the Instagram to address concerns about making judgments without understanding what a person may be going through. Her message carried weight. I've learned that it takes only a moment to form an opinion about someone's appearance and a lifetime to understand what they've lived through. I'm worried about your health. I'm not making jokes. The real story here, legend gets her key to the city, announces new music, and donates $100K to kids. The story deserved to breathe. Congratulations, ma'am. But please, sit down and rest a little bit first. Good grief. Because, I didn't even make that connection with Boseman, and that's terrifying if that's what's really going on. Good grief. Moving on, because celebrity has been celebrity. You better love what you see. Cheryl Lee Ralph brings a self-love lesson to Paris Couture Week. Well, shit. If they didn't know it by now, I'm worried for him. Cheryl Lee Ralph walked into Paris Couture Week and reminded everyone exactly who she is. You better work. That's a beautiful woman, though. The Emmy-winning Abbott Elementary star made her Paris Couture Week debut attending the, oh my God, Schiaparelli Haute Couture show, looking every bit the icon she has spent she looks good for 69, 5 decades becoming. At 69, this woman is 69. She looks gorgeous. I would say 50. Ralph brought the kind of presence that younger celebrities spend entire careers trying to manufacture. She wore it like she was born to it, because she was. Here is the spicy part. The fashion world has spent generations treating Black women as an afterthought on its highest stages. Couture Week is Paris' historically centered, a very narrow, very European vision of elegance. Cheryl Lee Ralph, showing up in that space, celebrated, photographed, and acknowledged, carries cultural weight that goes beyond a pretty outfit. She represents every Black woman who was told the highest rooms were not built for her, then walked in anyways and owned the floor. That's what I'm talking about. You look gorgeous. And look at that figure. This is a 69-year-old woman, and she look good. Even her hands look good. You know, sometimes they say, look at the hands. Her hands still look good, too. Shoot. Go ahead, Cheryl. I always liked her. Shit. I ain't never heard nothing bad about her either. She ain't never been in a whole bunch of drama. What if she got kids? Anyways, I did not mean to do that. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Okay, now we know what we're talking about. Anyways, Dave Chappelle steals the spotlight during Usher's Washington, D.C. show with a handful of Usher bucks. What the fuck are Usher bucks? Anyways, when Dave Chappelle walks into your concert, you know the city claimed the night. Isn't he from D.C.? Chappelle surfaced at Usher's Washington, D.C. stop on his Past, Present, Future tour. I thought he was supposed to have a residence in Las Vegas. And the crowd absolutely erupted. Chappelle is DC royalty. Yellow Springs, Ohio may hold his address, but DC holds his heart and his history. His appearance transformed an already legendary Usher concert into a full homecoming moment for everyone in the arena. The spicy detail the internet ran with Usher's bucks. Usher teams demonstrated the custom currency at the show, the signature move from his Las Vegas residency that fans have came to expect. Attendees throw them at Usher during the performance. Why? Why would you do that? That's strange. Anyways, the visual of Dave Chappelle, one of the greatest comedians alive, a man worth hundreds of millions of dollars, sitting in that crowd, holding Usher bucks and participating in the bit like every other fan is in the building. That image captured something genuinely joyful about Black excellence, recognizing Black excellence. Matter of fact, I just thought about it. How the fuck you gonna think I'm AI? My voice doesn't sound like none of that shit. Here's the deeper read, though. Two of the most iconic Black entertainers of their generation in the nation's capital, sharing a moment that the crowd will talk about for years. Usher's tour has consistently delivered that kind of magic, bringing out legends, creating moments, and reminding audiences why live artistry hits different than anything a streaming platform can replicate. I'm sorry, when I went to the last show, it was not good. I think he was catering to other folks. DC got exactly what it deserved that night. I wish I was in DC that day. Anyways, we're going to keep it moving because it's not over. You saw what I was talking about. Apparently, this movie came out. I ain't heard about it because I don't have a TV no more. I have not watched a TV since 2021. 2021 was the last time I watched TV. 2022. I was at my brother's house. Anyways, Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married Again trailer just dropped, and fans have lots of questions. Why are we still on this story? Is this talking about Janet getting with The Rock? Wasn't that The Rock at the end? Or was that somebody else? I don't be remembering shit. So Tyler Perry just reminded Black Hollywood who built the blueprint. But the problem for me is Tyler Perry's movies and plays be having fucking plot holes that he never goes to fix. He just starts a storyline and you never figure out what the hell happened with that. Then you go back to the main storyline and it's just like, what happened with them? Anyways, the trailer for Why Did I Get Married Again landed, and the internet responded the way it always does when Perry taps into the vein of Black relationship drama that he owns. Loudly, passionately, and with full opinions flying in every direction. Aren't we done? They divorced. That was sad enough. Dude was unalived in a car. That was fucked up. The original Why Did I Get Married and its sequel, Why Did I Get Married 2, pulled in serious box office numbers and built a loyal audience of Black women and couples who saw their own complicated relationship dynamics reflected on screen. I came for fucking old girl. I came for her. That was it. What's her name? Fuck. A soul singer. Fuck. What's her name? I forgot. Let's take a walk around. That one. What was her name? Jill Scott. There it is. Finally. Yeah, I came for Jill Scott. I don't know why it took me that. See. Anyways, I'm too stressed. So, anyways, yeah, that's what I came for. I came for her. I didn't really care about the other relationships because at one point I just didn't think that skinny lady was going to make it because she just was beating the shit out of him and he was just, I didn't trust his ass. Thank you, girl. I popped it out my head right before you said that, but thank you. Here's the spicy layer, though. Tyler Perry generates a particular kind of debate inside Black creative spaces. I'm sick and tired of the beat woman trope. His films show them dominant black audiences while drawing criticism from black filmmakers and critics who argue his storytelling relies on familiar tropes. That tension lives permanently in the background of every new Perry announcement. The trailer drops, the audience shows up excited, and the discourse fires up simultaneously. Exactly. Because I'd be sitting up there like, what happened to the other couple you started talking about? The cast carries weight and the production looks polished. Perry understands his audience in ways that Hollywood studios spent decades failing to grasp. But you still got the potholes. The plot holes. I said it right the first time. Black people want to see themselves in relationship stories that carry real emotional stakes, just not beat up black women. He built an entire studio on that understanding. The deeper conversation worth having, Perry's success opened doors and created infrastructure for black film that did not exist before him. The creative debate about this work happens inside a house he helped build. The context belongs in every Tyler Perry discussion. I just want to know, how many people live on that land? I mean, I know he bought it for black folks and his thing, but I don't know. And well, oh boy, they put a damn, I did not realize who that was. They put an afro. I'm so used to seeing him bald headed. I did not know that was him. I don't know who the hell's getting married this time. I might watch this because I'm nosy as hell. Moving on, Simone Biles says she was mistaken for Dominique Dawes. I don't know how. Sha'Carri Richardson. I don't know how. Before Sunrise. She doesn't look like either of those girls. Not at all. You know, y'all dirty as hell when you do shit like that. Anyways, 3 of the most recognizable black women in American sports history. Someone still managed to mix them up in public. The Griot reports that Simone Biles found herself mistakenly identified as either Dominique Dawes, where the hell is she? I ain't seen her in a minute, or Sha'Carri Richardson. 3 women who look nothing alike, compete in different sports, and occupy completely distinct spaces in the culture. Biles addressed the mix-up with the kind of composed, unbothered energy. She looks gorgeous in this picture. A lot of makeup, but she looks gorgeous in this picture. Unbothered energy that has become her signature response to nonsense. Man, the mix-up reflects a pattern black excellence repeatedly encounters. The flattening of individual black identity in a generic category. I'm going to tell you right now, the only time I've seen people look the same is when I was in Korea. And that's because they went and got the same fucking plastic surgery. I'm like, am I in the Matrix? That was the same girl with the same haircut, different outfit color. Same outfit, but different color. What the fuck? And I haven't yet. No, I've seen twins that don't even look alike. I got family and they got twins that don't look alike. I've only seen mirror twins a few times, okay? And none of those women look alike. Shit. Is it because they're thin? They're all thin. That's the most you're going to get. They all thin. Shit. The women share blackness and greatness. That's about the only thing they share. Full stop. Everything else about them reads as distinctly individual to anyone paying the slightest bit of attention. Y'all need to be ashamed of yourself. The internet delivered its verdict swiftly and without mercy, as it should. The variety of carelessness and misidentification deserves every correction it receives. Biles continues to move through the world with her head high, her record untouched, and her identity firmly intact. The people who cannot tell her apart from other black women athletes carry that embarrassment alone. You showing the hell do, because your asses are so wrong for that shit. I think Dominique Dawes' hair is like brown, ain't it? Ah, shit, you guys are assholes. Damn it. All right, that is it for celebrity. We're now going to go ahead and move into into health. I have a fashion show. If anybody wants to see it, I need you to say yes. If not, I'm just going to fuck off at the end of the story, the last story tonight, okay? Just want you to know, because we almost done. All right, here we go. Time for health. Let me move this out of the way. All right, here we go. Shit, that's the wrong story. How'd I do that? There you go. All right, so let me get that bigger so you can see. Medicaid ban on routine care at Planned Parenthood Planned Parenthood ends. These motherfuckers are idiots. Are y'all gonna raise these kids? Millions of low-income patients just got their healthcare access back. A federal court struck down the Medicaid ban that blocked patients from receiving routine care at Planned Parenthood. The ruling restores access to preventative services, STI testing, you sick bastards. How could you deny that? Cancer screenings, contraception, and basic primary care. For Medicaid enrollees who relied on Planned Parenthood as the primary health care provider, for many of these patients, Planned Parenthood represented the only clinic within reasonable distance offering these services. Y'all some evil fucks. For Black women and Black communities, this ruling carries outsized significance. Black women face higher rates of cervical cancer, STIs, maternal health complications than any other demographics group in America. According to CDC data, Black women die from cervical cancer at nearly twice the rate of white women. Planned Parenthood clinics concentrate heavily in the understanding of urban and rural areas where Black communities already navigate documented shortages of primary care providers. Medicaid serves as the dominant insurance coverage for low-income Black Americans, making the intersection of this ruling and Black health outcomes direct and immediate. The ban had forced patients to seek care for already overburdened community health centers or go without preventive services entirely. Preventive care catches conditions earlier. That simple access saves lives and reduces long-term health care costs on a community level. All right? This ruling lands as a genuine win for health equity at a moment when Black maternal and reproductive health outcomes demand urgency attention. The fight for consistent, accessible health care in Black communities continues, and this decision moves the needle in the right direction. I can't stand these people. They attempted to backdoor abortion bans and left millions of low-income people without y'all some bastards. That's all I can say. You some dirty ass bastards. Moving on, because I understand this, because I think I have both issues. A decade of ignored fibroid and endometriosis pain. That sounds like me. Black women have spent a decade telling doctors something is wrong. The medical system spent that same decade looking the other way. Black Health Matters surfaces a pattern that Black women have lived and documented for years. Fibroid and endometriosis diagnosis is arriving late, pain dismissed as exaggeration. My own mother did that shit to me. And treatment options offered only after conditions reach crisis levels. How about throwing up? Fibroids affect Black women at 2 to 3 times the rate of white women, according to the Office on Women's Health. Black women also develop fibroids younger. I had them when I was in my teenage. Experience more severe symptoms I did, and face higher rates of surgical intervention because earlier, less invasive treatments arrived too late. Yeah, I had to have surgery in last February. The pain dismissal piece carries its own devastating weight. Medical research has documented a persistent bias in how healthcare providers access Black women's pain. How about a fucking parent doing that shit? Underestimating it, attributing to an emotional sensitivity, and prescribing less aggressive treatment as a result. Black women with endometriosis wait an average of several years longer than white women for a confirmed diagnosis. Those years carry real consequences: damaged fertility, chronic pain, reduced quality of life, and compounding trauma from a system that communicated their suffering on unworthy of urgency. This story connects directly to broader Black maternal and reproductive health crises. The same system that dismisses fibroid pain also produces maternal mortality gaps where Black women die in childbirth at 3 times the rate of white women, according to the CDC. Black women deserve providers who hear them the first time, pursue diagnosis aggressively, and treat their pain with the same urgency applied to other patients. Real talk, that is fucking ridiculous. All right, and now we got one more left, And then we gonna end it up because I ain't seen nobody talk about the fashion show, so I ain't gonna do it if I don't see it. Warrior Con founder wants sickle cell patients centered around cure headline. Hell yeah. When the medical system fails you, sometimes you build the community yourself. The Griot profiles the founder of Warrior Con, a convention created specifically for sickle cell warriors, patients, families, and advocates living with one of the most painful and most underfunded chronic conditions in America. Sickle cell disease affects approximately 100,000 Americans, with Black Americans comprising the overwhelming majority of the patients. The founder channeled experience with sickle cell pain into a platform that centers community education and advocacy in ways the medical establishment has consistently failed to provide. Sickle cell disease carries a documented history of medical neglect rooted directly in racial bias. Research shows that sickle cell, a condition affecting predominantly Black patients, receives a significantly less research funding per affected patient. What the hell are they talking about right now? Because it's driving me nuts. Okay, they're having a party. That's great. But I got to finish my shit first. All right. Let's see here now. Pain management for sickle cell crisis faces particular scrutiny, with Black patients routinely undertreated and their pain episodes met with suspicion rather than urgency. WarriorCon fills a gap that should have never existed. The convention creates space for patients to access information, connect with specialists, and find community with people who understand the daily reality of managing a chronic pain condition that the broader healthcare systems treat as an afterthought. The founders' work represents exactly the kind of community-built infrastructure Black health advocates have created for generations, stepping into spaces where institutions fall short and building something lasting. Sickle cell warriors deserve a level of dedication and then some. That's all I can say. I can't see these clips very well on this phone, so I don't want to say yay or nay. All right, that's cool. We'll just wait until later. So let's move on. We're going to go to, we're going to have a commercial first, and then we're going to be back with our last story. It's actually, I don't really need to report it because that's how long the damn story is. All right, so let's check that right after my commercial. Please remember, if you can, please like, share, and subscribe. Because really, I am trying to make a community. I finally got my little podcast going. I just would like y'all to be more a part of it. So I'll be right back in a minute. Oh, wrong thing. All right, there it is.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Well, sometimes you never think you're going to say this on TV, but be on the lookout. Right now, an alligator is on the loose in DeKalb County.
It's owned by a man who runs a traveling educational exhibit with exotic animals called Mark's Ark. Take a look. This is video from many years ago. It shows the missing alligator named Irwin when he was very young. Well, the gator is now 20 years old, but isn't much bigger than you see there. As 21 Alive senior reporter Tom Powell explains, the owner reported Irwin missing to the sheriff's department, and now some neighbors are worried.
The DeKalb County Sheriff says the alligator is only 2 feet long and is not a threat to anyone. The owner says its biggest prey would be a mouse.
These are all my animals I can do.
Mark Colhurst lives along a county road in the southern part of DeKalb County, where he has turtles, a turkey, and snakes.
I've got a lot of animals.
He's traveled with his interactive animal show called Mark's Ark for decades. He visits nursing homes, schools, and birthday parties to teach about exotic animals, like this legless lizard.
This is Rasputin.
Rasputin is home safe and sound. It's Irwin the alligator that escaped from this cooler as Colhurst unloaded his van after a show last week.
He actually escaped out of the other side.
Colhurst says if you came face to face with Irwin, he wouldn't hurt you.
It eats mice this big. That's it. That's all it can fit in its mouth is mice this big. It will not go up to people. It will not attack people, chase people. The thing it will do is try and avoid people.
But Kristen Price, who brings her son to her parents' home nearby, is still worried.
I don't want to get bit by a dog. I don't want to get bit by a rat. I don't want to get bit by an alligator. And I definitely don't want my 10-month-old son to be crawling around and to get bit by an alligator. That shouldn't be a fear.
Plus, she says his animals have escaped before.
It's happened multiple times with other animals. So sadly, it's not a surpriser.
Colhurst admits an emu, a pig, and a tortoise have gotten loose, but he calls those isolated incidents. He says he is licensed with the USDA and cooperates fully with inspectors.
They can come anytime, and they do. And I have never had a non-compliance, not once. I have never had a mark against me in the 19, almost 20 years I've been in business.
Price is not only nervous about the missing gator, she's anxious about what might walk away from the property in the future.
We've seen this. We've dealt with this. This has already happened. It's going to happen again.
Colhurst says Mark's Ark is his livelihood, and he's worried too about clients jumping ship after reading posts online. A neighbor brought the issue of the missing alligator to the attention of the DeKalb County Commission. They briefly discussed the concerns during Monday morning's meeting. They are now looking over ordinances. In DeKalb County, Tom Powell, 21 Alive News.
What you want me to say? Because this shit is ridiculous. I told you these animals are trying to take over. So this is the origin story of every single exotic animal found where it should not be. News segment ever produced. The animals are not waiting for an invitation, okay? They are showing up in Indiana, in backyards, in drainage ditches, and in places that should require no wildlife management whatsoever. The takeover continues on schedule. The alligator is now in custody of people better equipped to handle it. Indiana residents may return to their regular scheduled Midwest activities. But that's about all I can tell you. Shit. I told you these damn animals, their leader is at the White House. The orangutan at the White House. I'm telling you. Anyways, that's it for tonight. Maybe if we have time, we'll look at some fashion on Wednesday. Hopefully people will be able to look at a bigger screen. But yeah, that's it. Thank y'all so much for coming. I really enjoy y'all coming. Without y'all, I would be nothing. Pause. And please don't forget, if you have the time, come shoot the shit with us on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. My co-host, Magic, whatever the hell she wants to call herself, she were last week. But and Joker would definitely be there helping team up against me, apparently. Either way, love y'all all. Thank you so much for coming. As always, good night and take care.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house to stay home with my soul. On the road, I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house to stay home with my soul. On the road.